Gentlemen, we would now like to go into our panel discussion moderated by the one and only Ali Hussein Kasim, where we're talking about innovation, ethics, and access in the digital era. Over to you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Let me just start by just saying that over the years in my professional experience working in fintech, I have sort of become a collector of financial services apps. For those who know me, when I show them my phone, they're like, dude, how much money do you have? I'm like, it's not about the money, it's about the experience that I want to see in these financial services products. That is to say, until I met Jibriil. This guy has probably tested more financial services apps than I have. So we are sort of kindred spirits. Jibriil, tell me about what you have, you and the team at Premier Bank have developed. The thing that struck out for me is when you told me that this is a product that you've developed in-house, and a fully in-house omni-channel banking platform that integrates wearable devices, as you have seen demonstrated here today, payments, mobile apps, USSD. I think last week, Jibriil showed me how you can send money via USSD to Airtel Money across Africa. I think that's a first. I mean, anybody who can tell me that there is another banking app in this country or in this region that can actually do that, I'm happy to stand him or her for the most expensive lunch in Nairobi. So you've seen PesaLink, you've seen Soft POS, you've seen Tap on Phone, and international remittances. That actually is my favorite. 140 countries you can send within 2 minutes. So Jibriil, what sets this platform apart in Kenya, and I would dare say across the continent? And how does it reflect Premier Bank's long-term strategy?
Okay, thank you, and thank you everyone, and thank you for the time you have spared to accept our invitation and join us this wonderful event today. Ali, thank you for the question, and I think all that we are talking about is technology. We are in the financial system, and technology cannot be apart from what we are doing. Everything we do is all about technology. But apart from that, it's also innovation and always ensuring that you are ahead of your competitors, ahead of your peers in the market, and ensuring that you are not left behind when it comes to technology. So what we are unveiling today is not just a digital interface or digital platform, it's actually a unified ecosystem that we have designed to ensure that we have a full control of our ability to innovate, our ability to customize, and our ability also to do the things in the right way. When we say everything is in-house, it's just to feel the freedom of developing the systems in a way that it serves the needs of our clients. So we have developed an ecosystem that has an omni-channel platform, be it mobile banking, corporate for retail, mobile banking for corporate, internet banking for retail, internet banking for corporate, wearable payments, Tap on Phone, Soft POS, virtual card requests, remittances to over 100 countries. So when we talk about wearable, you have over 10 kinds of payment devices whether it's a ring, a smart ring, whether it's a wristband, whether it's glasses, whether it's keychain, key fobbies. And we have also seen that many of the Kenyans are actually wearing the Maasai bead in their hand. So we have also ensured to put in the chip inside the Maasai bead and enabling for them that they make a payment with the Maasai bead that they were already wearing. So it's a very advanced way of payment, and we also expect that with our partner MasterCard, who are also attending this event with us, to ensure that this becoming a common way of payment for all the banks, because this market is a huge market. It's not a market that one bank can only make a change. And Kenyans deserve a very well advanced mode of payment. And as you said, I have actually traveled a lot, and I've used my ring in many countries globally. And every time I try to use, they actually surprised, what is this that you are using? It's like I'm doing a magic, but it's just a normal way of payment. And thanks God. And as we said, technology, we need to ensure to always ahead. Companies like MasterCard, there are teams that are now and 24/7 sitting, innovating, doing, designing systems, how the payment landscape is going to be a year from now, 2 years from now, maybe 10 years from now. And we need to be part of that innovation. We need to ensure that we are not left behind. But we also know that we cannot run alone. We need to run as a group, collectively in the market, which we believe also other banks will follow the suit that Premier Bank has gone. We talked about remittance. When we have been designing this platform, we have seen that one of the pain points of the people in Kenya is inefficient and fast way of sending remittances globally. There are many families who send their kids to study outside, many of those who travel for leisure, for work, for many different reasons. And we have seen that their needs of remittance actually is not well serviced. So we try to come up. So today we are enabling our clients that if you are sending a school fee for your kid whom you have sent outside, or you are paying a small, merchandise that you paid from someone in China, maybe through Alipay or through WeChat or through bank transfer, or sending a school fees to Australia, Canada, US, UK, wherever you say, we are enabling today that you can actually make a real-time remittance to all those markets. When we talk about real-time, we are talking about 3 minutes and less. So imagine that your kid called you and asked you that I am about to pay, or I'm required to pay my school fees, and in your bed, in your couch, in your house, in your home, you are able to send that money and ensure that the money reaches where it belongs to reach in less than 3 minutes. So the advantage of this, apart from the speed, the low cost and all that, it also gives a privilege to the Kenyan people, because this is not something that's available in many countries in Africa. In many countries in Africa, it's not possible that you get your phone and send the money to another country easily, just like we're doing here. So that's also a privilege, because the average age of this country is below 35, and they deserve a very much better way of banking and remittance, and that's all that we are trying to do. Thank you so much, Ali.
Jibriil, thank you so much. I can confirm that Jibriil sent me some money that saved my weekend in less than 2 minutes from his bank account in Belgium, right? And that was less than 2 minutes. And I can also confirm that Jibriil gave me a whole sort of like, I have like 6 different wearables that I can choose from. My only problem is that I was wearing my ring and I put on another ring, and my wife asked me whether, you know what I mean, why do I have 2 rings? So I have to decide which ring that I keep on my finger. Ali, my namesake. What does innovation mean for MasterCard, especially in payments? And as you think about that and as you answer that, let's look at the local perspective in Kenya and the region. And these wearables, what does that mean? Wearables, remittances, you guys are at the forefront of payment innovation at a global level. How does that feed into the Kenyan ecosystem, and how do we in Kenya feed into the global ecosystem? Because I believe that a lot of the ideas come from Kenya and upwards. To you, Ali.
Thank you, Ali. And congratulations to Chairman Jibriil and the entire Premier Bank team and the MasterCard team who have, I know, put their blood, sweat and tears into bringing this day to fruition and making all these lovely solutions possible. So I think you've asked a very interesting question, because that's what is the ethos of MasterCard. When we are looking for innovation, we're looking at pain points, challenges that are seen across the world. The challenges that the ecosystem and the friction that is companies, a lot of the status quo methods of payment or money movement. And so I think the fundamentals around ubiquity, trust, transparency, economics and interoperability kind of define the way we design our solutions. And I think what's really exciting is that when you sit with a visionary like Chairman Jibriil, where not a single meeting can I remember, Jibriil, where we sat down and we didn't roll up our sleeves and actually designed what a future fit solution could look like. So I think for MasterCard, it is a real pleasure to have that, discussion about a vision for the future of Kenya and what the Kenyan market deserves as a future fit, whether it's the youth that we're talking about who don't want friction. When it comes to making a payment at a till, the number of steps you have to go through today, I think some of us would rather avoid that, right? And having the tokenized, safe and secure wearables where your actual credentials are never exposed, and actually you're in with security and with a sense of comfort, you can go and make your payment. Should you, for example, some of the people that I was speaking to ask, what if I leave my ring at home? Yeah, well, you have the controls in your app. You can block the ring. You can manage the card, you manage the limits. There's just so much you can do. But what it brings to you is choice. And we in MasterCard feel that innovation should lead to, yes, there's trust, yes, there's transparency, yes, there's technology, but these are the recipes. The end goal is, does it yield value and convenience? So if those boxes are tick marked, which in this case today we have seen, and I would again say a big round of applause to Premier Bank for having this vision and bringing this to market. Please